Concerning my dismissal from my company.
I'm busy now. Come back later.
Sorry, Miss Bells. I will come later.
What did he want?
Good morning.
Ah, Maria.
Yes, Miss Ballas?
You don't know Taidepe, do you?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Why not? I thought you were going to Taidepe classes.
I used to, but I just had to give them up. Maybe I'll get the...
Why?
They were just so hard. Maybe I'll get the...
Aren't you ashamed? Secretary to the managing director at Taidepe is too hard for her.
Maybe go and get the... toothpaste?
Run along. I hope you won't end up like her.
Morning, boss. Would you spare Mr. P a minute?
By all means.
Cheers.
Good morning.
You're here again.
Oh yes, you've told me to come back in a while.
By which I didn't mean such a short while.
Sorry, Miss Bells, I will come later.
Listen.
Yes?
No, nothing.
Did you want something?
No, you may go. What did he want? I don't like the way they keep addressing you. Much too familiar. Ah, Maria.
Yes, Miss Ballas?
Is Taidepe difficult to learn?
It makes great demands on one's memory.
Others can learn it.
Very few can. Mrs. Stopper had to give it up.
What about you?
I give it up as well. But you dropped out after the first lesson.
That's different. I had to give up my studies for reasons of work. You think it's child's play to be the helm of this colossus?
But Taidepe really makes great demands on people.
Who says that?
Mr. P here.
Surely not Mr. P. And if, by chance, it was Mr. P, I'm sure it was just for fun. Who of the staff actually know Taidepe?
Only the teacher and the person of the translation center. May I go get the rolls?
Run it off.
Mr. P, would you?
Good morning.
You're here again.
Oh yes, I was supposed to come. You've told me to come back in a while.
By which I didn't mean such a short while.
Sorry, Miss Bells, I will come late.
Listen,
Yes?
nothing.
Did you want something?
I just wanted you to know that I seem to have overdone it yesterday.
You are very kind, Miss Bells. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But the dismissal stands, doesn't it?
Dismissal? Well, perhaps for the moment we needn't take such drastic measures. You can't be my deputy, of course.
Of course.
But there is an opening.
Is there to do what?
The position of the staff watcher has become free.
Do you think I could handle it?
Well, why don't you give it a try, see how it works out.
You are very kind, Miss Bells. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What did she want? You talk too much. Far too much. Ah, Maria. Who else says Tidep is based on doubtful principles?
Everyone but you, Miss Alice.
Don't exaggerate.
Really?
What else do they say?
They say that it's only a matter of time before you realize as well.
Indeed, this is the reward one gets for all that one has done to them. Can you at least make out what that is about?
Oh, it could be a memorandum concerning the last audit.
Hardly.
Or a protest.
What sort of protest?
Well, I don't know. Why should it be a protest of all things? Oh, there's a rumor going around that protest written in Tidep gets sorted preferentially.
If anybody thinks they can come and protest here, I'll... I'm off to lunch.
You were lucky they have duck in the canteen today.
Now, for the sake of our preliminary orientation, I will name the most common Tidep interjections. Ow! Becomes Bergup and Urski Barasalutin. Bang as a symbol of a shot or an explosion becomes Verguf Ustikt. Bang as a colloquial expression becomes Malus Chroch. Ik becomes Hatun.
Sir,
Yeah. What is it?
would you mind telling us how one says oops in Tidep?
Mikio. Becomes a tube. Becomes Bergup Ogup with Alkoholst. The poetic O is rendered in Tidep as Auft Ust The ghost is mostly translated as linear, although I much prefer the term Brak Ost Uninkland. A very important hurrah is rendered in Tidep as And now the test of your memory. Ow, Maria! Psst, Maria! Ik, Maria!
So too?
Bang, Maria!
As a symbol of a shot?
No, as the colloquial expression.
Oh,
Maluse. Krog.
Maluse. Frog.
Maluse. Krog.
Maluse. Frog.
No, listen carefully. Maluse. Krog.
Maluse. Frog.
Yippee!
We haven't learned yippee yet, sir.
Don't try to excuse yourself. You simply don't know it. Hurrah, Maria!
Nicola black, 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 Nicholas Blake, black. Gold this year.
Good.
I meant to say goals this year.
Yeah. Nine! Such an important word and you've forgotten it! But you disappointed me! Yes, you disappointed me! But we do how we carry on! How can we carry on? This place was turned into! What will this place turn into? Answer me! At least try! Kindergarten 9! Brostel 9! Bedlam 9! Under these circumstances, I cannot permit you to carry on, Mr. Statis. You would slow down the rest of the students and it would be of no use to you. Leave the classroom. Leave! Now then, shall we continue? Hallo becomes Brügustikab Using Gosh becomes Ad und int. The American G becomes Sacre Bleu becomes
Here are the onions, Miss Helena.
Would you mind putting them by the filing cabinet? That's a good girl.
It suits you. It's me, Gross.
Oh. But where are you?
I'm the staff watcher.
You? Oh no!
Oh yes, Miss Bells. She dropped my dismissal and she allowed me to work here as a staff watcher for a trial period.
You staff watcher.
Yes, very much so. I only wish I could get used to the lot of space.
Goodness. Oh, well, I found a job for you.
Oh, have you? What sort of job?
With the theater group.
But I can't act.
Oh, but you could always manage a bit part. There's always bit parts cropping up, you know. A butler, a messenger, a workman, that sort of thing. Well, I guess if worse comes to worse, you could just prompt the actors.
Perhaps. Are you somehow connected to the theater?
My brother works for this group.
Thank you, Maria. You are very kind. Isn't it odd? I have to look at you all the time.
Oh, Mr. Gross.
Susan Roaster's got fresh lines. Would you mind running over and getting me 39?
Are you here?
Yes, Miss Bells?
Well then, how goes it?
Very well, thank you, Miss Bells.
Many strangers?
3 strangers in number 5.
Alone in the office?
One of them was alone for 5 minutes.
Behave.
Decently.
Good, I'll think you'll manage. Anything else?
What else do you mean?
Well, for example, what else is being said about Taidepe among the staff?
Miss Bells? I'm not a rat.
I know, but you must understand that it's for a good cause. I say, old boy, how goes the translating?
Ah, very well, thank you.
Tell me, how many texts have you translated so far?
Oh, into Taidepe or from Taidepe?
Well, let's say into Taidepe.
One. I'm just working on the second one.
So few?
Ah, that's not so few.
Sad. Slow work, isn't it?
Oh, indeed it is. Every expression in Taidepe has several words, so one must consult the author of submitting text regarding each separate word that might not write Alex.
Ah, quite right. Often the authors aren't sure themselves. They simply don't know such precision from their mother tongue.
The shades of meaning of individual words in Taidepe are so subtle that most of the staff can't grasp them at all.
Why don't you get help?
Help! But small things are, might not write Alex.
Ah, so far nobody has really managed to learn Taidepe.
Then what you'll have to do is speed up translating. The world won't come to an end if every occasional little word isn't exactly correct.
Sir, but I have a meeting.
Well then, run along. Savant! One more little thing. Tell me, how is Taidepe actually making out? I mean, from an expert's point of view.
Hard to say. I still have no basis for my statistics, so I can't form any real opinion.
Nelly! What about results in other organizations?
They are alright, I suppose. Except wherever Taidepe started to be used more widely, it has automatically begun to assume some of the characteristics of nature language, various emotional overtones and ambiguities. Is that correct, Nelly?
Correct. And you know what? They say that the more one uses Taidepe, the more it gets soiled by these characteristics.
Did you say emotional overtones? Well, in that case, Taidepe is losing its very purpose.
One could put it that way.
What can be done about it?
Particularly nothing. Would you mind if I go now? I don't need it.
Run along. Wait, Nelly. Listen. You and I have always been able to talk as man to man. Tell me, do you get the impression that Taidepe isn't making out quite as well as it might be?
I do.
Thank you, Nelly.
May I go now?
Run along. Mr. Grass, I hope you aren't taking seriously what occurred yesterday. I say, old boy, come out of there. You don't want to be doing that sort of work. You? I don't see why you shouldn't carry on as my deputy. We must take some risks, damn it. Taidepe isn't making out quite as well as it might be.
I've heard.
The way things are now, we simply need you here, Grass. Where's the enthusiasm we all had when we first launched Taidepe? You remember, don't you?
I do remember.
That was the best time of my life. Now look what it's become. This isn't what we wanted, is it?
Well, perhaps things will mend themselves again somehow.
This Grass, you and I, between us, we'll pull things together again. You have your experience, you know how things were done in the past when everything worked, and I know how they ought to be done, so they'll work in the future. If you and I work hand in hand, I'll bet you anything you like we can hammer out something damn well astonishing. Are you free tonight?
Yes.
Okay, let's meet quietly in some pub, get a glass of beer and really talk things out.
But
And now, fetch George and turn to march back into his cubicle. He's already proved himself in the job. He must understand that all we need now in high positions is specialists. your translating is going.
Right, so far I haven't translated anything from TypeA.
Savan? Why not?
Well, because up to now nobody has brought me any authorization from Alex.
Savan, why do you refuse to authorize translations?
I can't authorize them without the personal registration documents.
Nelly? You mean this whole time nobody's given you any documents from Nelly?
That's right.
Nelly, why do you refuse to issue those damn documents?
For heaven's sake, love, I can't issue them until I make sure they don't conflict with the findings in the memos. And I can't learn the findings because the blessed memos are written in TypeA, and as you bloody well know, I'm forbidden to make any translations whatsoever. Hasn't the girl brought my lines yet?
Then Stowe will have to translate the memos.
I can translate only after getting authorization from Alex.
Then Savan classes are granting the authorizations.
I can't if nobody has documents from Nelly.
Did you hear that, Nelly? You'll have to start giving people the documents regardless.
But I'm not committed to translate.
Then Stowe will have to do
I can
it.
translate only after getting authorization from Alex.
Then Savan will have to start granting the authorizations.
I can if nobody has the documents from Nelly.
Did you hear that, Nelly? You'll have to start giving people the documents regardless.
But I'm not committed to translate.
Then Stowe will have to
I
do
can
it.
translate only after getting authorization from Alex.
Then Savan will have to start granting the authorization.
I can't authorize them without the operators and registration documents from Nelly.
Then Nelly will have to start giving people the documents
I'm not
regardless.
committed to translate.
I'd like to. Suspicious, sir.
You did!
Well, what of it? The situation was completely different at the time. In fact, then it had profound significance. But we've progressed since then, and that's why I propose the following simplifications in the procedure of translating all TypeA texts. These will come into effect at once. First, Helena is permitted to issue personal registration documents without knowing the contents of the memos. Second, Savant is permitted to authorize translations without personal registration documents. Third, Stroll is permitted to translate without authorization from Alex. Is that quite clear? The fact that we can afford these measures is one more eloquent proof of the rightness of our way. And now, translate those for me.
A protest. We, the undersigned staff of the accounts department, protest most emphatically against the transfer of our offices to the cellar, and we announce hereby that we can no longer work under these deplorable conditions.
enough. You may continue your work.
Don't worry, I'm no longer the staff watcher.
Ah.
Miss Bellis made me her deputy again.
Congratulations!
What for? Frankly, I'd rather have remained the staff watcher.
I know. You'll have to deal with some pretty nasty bits of business now, I expect.
Come to visit me in my office one day.
Mr. Ross,
Yes?
did you ever have translated that thing you wanted translated?
The memorandum.
Yeah.
No! And according to current regulations, nobody can translate it.
Do you think it's a negative one?
I weren't always to expect the worst.
Well, were any irregularities found?
Not that I know of.
Well, if your conscience is clear, you have nothing to worry about. Your innocence will be proven. But you have to fight for it.
What do you know about the world, dear child? Still, I wish you could always stay like this. You're right. One ought always to stay firm. The trouble is I've never really been too firm. More of an intellectual. Always hesitant, always full of doubt, too considerate. A dreamer, rather than a man of action, and that was my bad luck. It may partly be because I belong to an old, lost generation. We invested the best years of our lives into things which didn't turn out to be worth it. In short, we were a mess. But at least now I believe that I can face all this frankly and without hysteria. That I can manage to recover and start quite new beginning.
Do you have the memo with you?
Yes. You mean sure you wouldn't?
Quite grown up now, Mr. Gross. I know what I'm doing. Dear Sir, the last audit in your department has shown that the allegation of a repeated appropriation of the bank endorsement stamp for improper use is in your case entirely unfounded. On the contrary, we feel obliged to emphasize the very positive findings of the audit, which clearly prove that you have been conscientious and responsible in the directing of your organization, and that you therefore merit full confidence. This is further confirmed by your stance as regards to Taijepe, which has been quite unequivocal from the beginning. Our view of the Taijepe campaign has always been entirely negative, for we understand it to be a profoundly harmful attempt to place office communications on a confused, unrealistic, anti-human basis. We suggest that you liquidate with the greatest possible resolution and speed any attempt to introduce Taijepe into your organization, and that you severely punish all those who have been propagating Taijepe for their own personal advantage, and in disregard of the consequences. Wishing you all success in your future work, we remain yours faithfully. Signature illegible.
Thank you, Maria. And I promise you that this time I shall not give way to anything or anybody, even at the risk of my position.
I love you.
First, I must deserve your love, dear child.
That was a stupid thing to do, Maria.
God, are you here?
I came back a moment ago, and I'm sorry I did. Hope you realize why.
I'm afraid I do.
Listen, what about those lines?
Miss Bellis, your era is over. My memorandum has just been translated and its contents make it perfectly clear that I'm not only quite innocent, but above all, I'm the only legitimate director of this organization.
Maria,
Yes, Belle?
isn't it time for you to get your